Strength is a song I wrote a few years ago, and actually for a completely different project, but it was available because it was never recorded, and we thought it was a very good song for this album. It was really part of the story. And we turned to one of our regular singers, Espen Grjotheim. He's doing a great performance in Strength, and I think that also comes from the fact that he demoed it a few years ago. He knew that song, he had ownership to the song, and he had been part of the development.
Likewise too, like with other pieces that we've worked on this album, there's a real coming together of so many different elements. There's uilleann pipes, there's the Irish uilleann pipes, there's orchestra, you have folk instruments, you have a gospel choir, you have Tracy's incredible voice, Espen, of course, doing an amazing focus. So it's a very, very large production. Even though it's new, it's also very typical of how Rolf and I work with all our backgrounds and the elements coming in to create something, and somehow it still ends up sounding like Secret Garden. I
think it's a song with a strong message in a way. I think Espen is able to convey that message. I think it's a personal song, but I also think it has a sort of a global aspect to it, because it's something that everybody can relate to. It is something that we all sort of feel that we need, strength. But it's also a personal song, and the dynamic, the range of that is hopefully a part of what this song is about.
I think it feels such a privilege that, you know, for say a song like Strength, that we travel to Prague and we work with the Czech National Symphony Orchestra. We travelled to Ireland and we worked with some of the most amazing Irish musicians. We recorded a lot of the album in Kristiansand in Norway, and then we also went to London to work with the Soul Sanctuary Choir and Tracy Campbell. So I know a lot of artists don't get that benefit or privilege to be able to first travel as much as we do. We actually travel to where the artists are, and to find the best people and the best elements we can to create what we're looking for.
And also it reminds me a little bit about the recording process, because the travel is important, but it's also important that where it starts and ends, and this is the room actually. This is the home of the production. We can do the planning, the layout, the pre-recording here, the demos and the band and everything that's done in Norway. And then we have the privilege of traveling with the production to these places where we need musical inputs. And then we bring it all back to this room, you know, to mix it and to finalize everything. So equally important is the home of a production, I feel, because it all springs from this place. And it's great to be able to sort of come back home and have a base for the production. So that blend, that mix is what we've been doing and been doing successful for all the albums actually, you know. And we're very glad we have that opportunity.